Oh wait, that's the, where is it?
It's also building, yeah.
This is, yeah, I just did it in millions instead of.
So you guys got it? Yes. You guys got it? Okay. Now the balance sheet. Let's see. You done that? Okay. But let's try the calculator too.
I think the calculator's a little bit more easier in this.
Yeah, calculator it's not balanced, and there's a reminder, a warning.
Alright. Is it this one? Do I get that? Okay, so.
So who's your accounting 101?
Deneau.
Huh?
Professor Deneau.
Okay, she did a good job.
Yeah, she did.
How about you guys? Accounting Philip.
And actually, for her class, let me see if it's still open. Because I had to do like a full like presentation on I actually evaluated Home Depot, funny enough, but students, and I emailed it to myself just to use it as an example.
Well,
but,
now if you don't have any problems when it comes to let's try the balance sheet.
Yeah, you can tell me just like.
well, this is just a quick thing I had to do for her class.
This is your homework?
This is no from her class. This is what we had to do, but
Yeah.
okay.
The
Oops.
ratios?
Yeah, so I had to do balance sheet. Let me see if I can maximize that.
You guys did the cash flow statement.
I know how to do it, but we didn't have to do it for this
Okay.
presentation. But yeah, so it goes through basically the balance sheet, all that, income statement.
It's like a nightmare.
Yeah, it was tough.
It's all numbers.
So we had to, find the retained earnings.
So you guys like this project?
So we had to pull up a 10K, and then we had to do like a case study with the ratios on why
Yeah.
we wouldn't and wouldn't invest in it. So
It seems like advanced accounting class stuff.
yeah, it was tough. Okay, so
Okay, now let's try the balance sheet.
trying to
We can close this one.
okay. Income statement. Where are we?
Yeah. Now the second one is asking to prepare the balance sheet. Okay, so we know what balance sheet is. Asset equals to liability and equity, and the most liquid one for asset and liability will be listed on the top. So it's current asset and current liabilities will be listed on the top. And then we add up current and fixed asset, it should equals to equity plus liability. So the most liquid one should be cash.
Accounts receivable.
But you guys know what's accounts receivable, right?
Yeah, like a invoice in a sense. Like you sent it out and they
Yeah.
have to pay. Inventory. So 1,625. Other current assets. Yeah, so I guess I would just add.
Inventory, well, you can, since this is simple version, so you can group them together for, it has other current asset, right?
Okay.
Other current asset, yeah. So you use inventory and add 1, 2, 2, 4, because it's just a simple version. I could make it more complicated, but just for demonstration
I do?
purposes, that's why.
Oh, I threw it in there on the
Yeah.
template because it wasn't on there before. So, let's see, because my math is real bad. Why is it not letting me? Oh, because I'm still on this one. Let's see, so. Trying to think.
Type it in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone have what it is? Just add inventories plus your current assets, other current assets.
It should be 11849.
Was it 11?
849.
849?
Right? now you see total current asset. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, now fixed asset.
That's gonna be 38471. And then, oh, we gotta add the, let me think, how did I do this?
Fixed
First,
asset.
subtract your accumulated depreciation. So that's 13,411. I feel like I'm missing something.
It's long, right? Fixed asset. See which one on the left side is fixed asset. So gross fixed asset, right? Gross fixed asset equals to gross fixed asset less depreciation. That would be the net fixed asset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it on this. This is weird to me.
I know.
You have to add other fixed assets.
Yeah, I don't-
That's right.
I don't-
So you use gross fixed asset and
What did I do
add
here?
other fixed asset.
Yeah, okay, that's what I did
This
here.
Subtract depreciation. Yeah.
So I did that there.
Because it's a simple version. So
Yeah, I
that's
don't,
fine.
the calculator, I don't like it that much. So what do you have to add, I guess, in between the,
Add 1586.
okay. Does anyone?
How much is it?
1586 plus 30, your gross fixed assets plus your other fixed assets, whatever that is. I guess I can do it in Excel. I just gotta,
How much?
Or total assets?
No. Proper to
Your-
gross fixed asset plus the other fixed asset. 38471 plus 1.
actually, I think I can just find it here. No, 40, yeah,
40,057.
yeah.
No, that one has to be less depreciation. How much?
Less depreciation is 13,411.
Okay. Not 43. That 43? Oh, okay.
Right, 40057.
Okay, and less depreciation.
So that's right. That's depreciation. Total assets. Yep. All right, that's right. That's what I got.
Okay, so less depreciation. Use that number, less depreciation. That would be the net fixed asset. So, and total plus current plus fixed asset will be total asset. It has to be equal. Liability plus equity. Now we don't know
Yeah,
yet.
these two got to be equal. That's how you know
Yeah,
if you did it
that's-
right or not.
Let's continue. So far, so good.
Accounts payable.
So just like if it's not there, you need to add some items, group them together and put it into the table because it's so simple.
Ah, I have to do this one for this one as well.
Accounts payable.
Plus your short-term notes payable.
Short
No,
notes payable. There's a notes
There's a
payable.
notes payable right here.
There's a notes payable.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Notes payable is borrowing for the short term from the bank.
It's payable. Where's that? 2. Long-term debt.
Yeah, and then so you add them up. That's your current liability.
And
Yeah, and plus long-term debt that give you total liability by adding up the current.
so yeah. Long-term debt. Okay.
Is that right?
I think so. Let's see. 2.
But let's continue working on it. If it's not, and you will be wrong.
Oh, okay. So this does all of it. It doesn't do a portion of it. Okay. So we have to. Common stock is 3,800.
Common stock is
And then your retained earnings is 14,995. And then it should be. Yep, they match. Okay.
okay. Yeah. So common stock. So what's retained earnings?
Our retained earnings is basically your prior retained earnings plus your net income subtract your dividends. It's gonna
Yeah.
give you.
Retained earnings is money the company from its net income from its profit they put away for future growth. So that's retained earning account. So it's just the money the company could put away for the future. So retained earning is accumulated. It's just like saving account. So common stock, we know what that is. And then so you add it up, it's equal. Total asset equals total liability and equity. So it's a good job.
I think it's a
You can
lot
also
easier
find
to
the
use.
calculator
Yeah. It's easy.
by clicking on that link, so you can find the Excel calculator.
I use the template because the
Now the
calculator.
difficult part, now you guys are all, if it's not balanced, something is wrong, you need to go back and check. Yeah. Okay, since it's balanced, you know like it's right, you didn't make up the numbers. Now the difficult one is cash flow statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you tried the cash flow statement?
What
Okay,
isn't it on the? Where's
Okay,
that?
the cash flow statement on the right side, there's the exercise.
Yeah, that one. Where is
Okay,
it?
so this one. So now based on the information given, prepare cash flow statement. And so exam questions is like that.
Though I didn't use the calculator,
You
so
can use the calculator now. Let's give it a try.
I don't know how to really.
So somebody are expert in cash flow statement.
Isn't it your net sales subtract your amortization, depreciation?
Cash flow
depletion?
statement, because income statement tells how much profit, but it's based on like invoice.
Yeah.
Based on an invoice. But
Yeah.
cash flow statement tells how much
Yeah.
actual cash you have.
Like your operating, investing, financing?
Yeah, so it has three parts. You see from here, one is like the company can make cash, can generate some cash from operation. Company can also like issue stocks, issue bond, and that's called financing. Company can either issue more bonds so they got more cash, or issue more stock, or they can repurchase the stock. So that's changing the cash holding they have. So it's called financing activities. Another one is investing. Like JU has lots of cash, so JU can build another sports field. So it's investment activities. JU can also liquidate, can also sell one of the pieces of land, and then so you can get some cash. So it's investment investment activities. So cash could come in or out from three ways. One is operation and investment and financing. So you need to figure out for the cash flow statement, you just need to calculate how much cash generated from operation, from investment, and from financing. So there is a calculator, so you can get all the information based on this balance sheet and income statement. You see the top one is income statement, and bottom one is balance sheet. You need to fill it out this form, and you will know you did the right or wrong because you see cash at the beginning of the year, how much is it? And then in the balance sheet, how much? 2060, right? And then, so after you do all this calculation, your ending cash should be 1003. So if it's not 103, then something is wrong. That's how you did it.
Let's see how
So based on the cash flow statement, don't look at the answer. That's the answer. I don't know where you got it.
I solved it pretty much on the thing. So I know the
That's the
beginning.
answer. Anyhow, cash at the beginning, how much? Because at the beginning of the year, 2009, so how much is the cash? 2060, that's 2008. Beginning of the cash of this year will be the end of the cash. It will be the cash in the end of last year, is the cash at the beginning of this year. So 2008 cash will be 2009 beginnings year in cash. Yeah. And then, so we'll try to figure out how much cash generated from operation. And then let's do that. So it's always start from the net income. How much is net income?
3,000.
Yeah. Okay. And then because cash, we want to know how much net income is the profit already. But because lots of the invoices or lots of sales or money borrowed from supplier, all these. So it's not really the cash the company has from operation. So we need to do some modifications. The first thing, modification, add back depreciation. Why do we have to add back depreciation? You see,
Because it's a cash flow, I guess?
because depreciation is cost, it's expenses, right?
Mhm.
Based on the income statement, we did subtract the depreciation, right? Less depreciation. So we take out the depreciation, but this is the expenses, like the company spent no money, it's just accounting. It's just based on the accounting procedure. And there's no cash paid to anybody. So it's just like there's no money coming, no money the company withdraw to pay anybody. So it's not, the company is not losing any money because of this depreciation. It's just on the paper. So you add it back. So we want to know how much money from the net income. It's 3843. But how much is real expensive? Really, like the company is spending the money, and then you subtract it. So we need to do some multiplications here. So we add depreciation because that's expenses paid to nobody. So it's not the cash spending. So you add it back. And the next thing is accounts receivable.
So basically you're going to have to subtract these two.
You subtract these two, 2009 minus
I don't know what that is,
2008.
if someone wants to do that.
And then you see it's an increase in the accounts receivable. What's accounts receivable? Invoice, sold in invoice.
So you would subtract it if
but
it's increased.
There's an increase in accounts receivable, so some more extra items has been sold in the paper, as invoice. But this has been sold out, this has been sold, but there's no cash.
Yeah, they didn't get to
no
receive the
back
cash
yet.
Yeah.
To your account yet. So there's an increase in accounts receivable, there's a reduction in cash.
Yeah. So you would subtract, right? If there's
You
an increase
subtract
in
it,
your,
yeah.
and then if there was a decrease, you would add
There's a
it.
decrease
So it's kind of
in that.
backwards.
Yeah, because if there's a decrease, that means invoice has been cleared, so the company got the cash back from the customer. So we want to know how much the company has got cash, not how much sales on the paper.
Yeah.
How much cash they got from the sales.
So if
for
somebody
accounts
wants to
receivable,
do that,
you subtract the accounts payable account in the 2 years, and then if it's a positive, you change the sign.
this you would subtract because you have a gain in accounts receivables. So you went from 3,411 to 4,218. So you would subtract your account
So how much
receivables.
is the difference?
I don't know.
Can you repeat it?
And
807, yeah.
807?
807.
Oh, sorry. So
That's right, yeah. So you see there's an increase in accounts receivable, and then you subtract it.
So inventories is going to be the same since you have an increase, so you're going to subtract that as well. Whatever the difference is between these two, I don't.
Where is that at?
Where?
It's right here.
I don't know, because you mean
Oh,
those?
he did that.
What?
Yeah, I'm looking for that.
This?
Yeah.
It's on the.
Oh, it's in the website, on the right column.
Oh, my
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the third question we're doing. The third question is prepare the cash flow statement.
God. Yeah.
In the exam, I'll ask you to prepare the cash flow statement. I'll ask you how much is the cash from operating, and you use this template, and then you can figure out. But you will know you did it right or wrong because it has to, by the end, your cash has
Has
to
to
equal
equal.
1003.
Yeah.
If it's not, then you're wrong. You have to go back and check again.
So. And I guess the question is, they're not going to deal with amortization, or is it just strictly depreciation, or?
Just because accounting, this is not accounting
Gotcha.
class. We don't complicate the
Won't-
case
okay.
for
All right, I won't
the
ask.
details for the. We just want some using the basic fundamental accounting information to do the finance.
Okay. So I guess for inventories, you're just going to subtract these
Yes,
two.
for
I don't-
accounting, balance sheet, income statement are more important, but for finance, cash is more important.
Okay.
Because accounting, we know that, they can manipulate the accounting numbers.
Mhm.
But for cash, you can't. Like Apple has tons of cash, so it's a good company. Inventory is the same way. You compare the 2 years inventory. The company put more on the shelf, ready for sale, and it's not the sale. It's not the cash. It's not the cash deal yet. Again, you get the difference.
Does anyone have
Remember
that
the
by any
difference
chance?
there? You get the difference, and then
Forgot.
it's 4,000. No, 3,000.
132.
132.
132?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, subtract, that's right. Negatives for that one.
So accounts payable.
Now, accounts payable is different. Accounts payable is borrowing for the short term from suppliers. And you don't change sign because it's the money
Because
you
it's
borrow.
yeah.
You increase borrowing and you got more cash in your pocket.
So whatever the difference is between
The difference
accounts payable.
is how much?
1134.
And this is positive.
Yeah, because if it's a liability. So if you have any increases in liabilities, you're going to add. Decreases, you subtract. If you have any increases in your assets, you're going to subtract. And any decreases, you're going to add. It's like how we have here, accounts receivable. See how it increased and we subtracted from here? So just keep, so, but if it was, say, vice versa, you would add it, so, because it's cash flow, money coming out. And so we have change in net operations. So next is cash from investments. And that is your net fixed assets. So I guess whatever the difference between your net fixed assets is.
Okay, now investment is more complicated since you can use net fixed asset and plus depreciation. Again, you increase this number. If this number is positive, then that means the company will be spending money on fixed asset. So you also change that. Company increased fixed asset. Company spending money to purchase more assets. So there is an increase in fixed asset, and thereby it's costing the company the cash to do so. So add the negative sign in front. So increase in fixed asset, decrease of your cash. So to get the increase in fixed asset, you use net fixed asset plus depreciation.
Yeah, so I guess
Because net fixed asset is always depreciated year by year. So you're comparing earlier years and this year's. So this year's will be depreciated from the previous years. So you add depreciation back to that because of the company.
So this would be, I guess, leave it positive because there
So you use
is.
14090 2009 plus depreciation, which is 1760, and then subtract 14160, and that would be your changes. And if it's, and you change that.
Somebody wants to do that.
So you use changes in net fixed asset.
You want me to, or someone
Got it?
figuring it out, or?
You said you added 2009.
You use 2009's net fixed asset plus depreciation. Plus, and then subtract 2008 net fixed asset.
Yeah, 1680.
Yeah.
1680? Okay.
And then we will change sign.
To negative?
So there is an increase in asset for 1680 and you change sign. Now this is, so you see the company has been spending 1680 in fixed asset, in investment. The company made 2798 from operating. Now the last thing, and that the third category for cash flow statement is cash from financing. One is bond from borrowing, long-term debt, another one is common stock. And then you have to subtract dividend. Long-term debt, again, you look at the balance sheet, long-term debt account in 2 years to see the difference, get the difference. If it's an increase, the company borrowed more debt, then that means more cash coming in.
So yeah, you would add this.
Long-term debt,
Yeah.
so so it should be 27.
I'm not good with math in my head, so.
1700,
1700 flat? Just-
that's all.
Okay. And then common stock would be the difference between these two. Was it
Common stock, yeah, the difference,
2,500?
2500, yeah. The hard part is dividend.
And that, what do? You retain earnings your beginning year, which is right here, and then plus your
And
net
then
income.
again, you said something sometimes earlier, you said use net income, subtract dividend, and that's retained earning, right?
So you
Okay,
have to
so-
add, what, these two,
Yeah,
right? And then
but-
subtract
no,
this
but You
one?
need to figure out how much change in retained earning. Because, you see,
I did it differently. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I did it from the beginning year 2008, and then I added your net income. Since I know this is what the retained earnings at the end of the year is, I just subtracted it from this plus this. So this plus this, subtract
And
this.
that's the dividend,
That's
right?
what I did.
That dividend should be 6,000 something.
Don't know.
Yeah, but the best way to do that, you see, so the return earning account has reduced. You can think like this is company saving account. The company has 6,357 in the saving account a year ago, and they take out 3,000 some dollars and from the saving account, from this account. So by the end of the year, the account value is 38.25 because they take out it seems like $2,500 from this account. And then plus the net income, plus the profit they made, they put these two together and paid as dividend to shareholders. So the question is asking for how much shareholder dividend is how much. So you use net income, subtract net income, and then because net income subtract return earning equals to dividend. But the return earning has to be in that year's dividend. So you use 2009 minus 2008. That is the return earning changes in that year. You use net income, subtract that. That would be your dividend. So dividend is more than net income because return earning has dropped. The amount has dropped. The company and plus the net income. And the company uses both to pay dividend.
So that's how I did it to find the dividends.
Yeah, I think it's right.
So I
The
basically
number
did
is right.
that put those cells, left that blank, and then just basically find the dividends. Because I know this plus this subtract this equals your end year retained earnings. So I got 6,375. Whether that's right or not, I don't know.
I think it's right. It's subtract.
What was it?
Subtract, yeah.
6,000, I just forgot what it was. 735?
Subtract.
Oh, subtract.
It's
375.
Oh, sorry.
it's still not right because you see cash by the end should be 103.
Take one minute.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, okay, so.
Because you're paying it out, it wouldn't be a inflow, it'd be an outflow. Because you're paying the dividends out, that's why I guess.
I should be, I probably made a mistake. I'll go back and fix it. So I was planning for you to put the negative sign there. But anyhow, it's right. You see, cash at the end of the year is 103. You see, it's right. 2009's cash. We start from 2060 at the beginning of the year. If you see this cash flow statement on the top, so you see it's the beginning of the cash. And then by the end, it should be 103. So we got it. If it's not 103, then it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the exam, I didn't tell you how much is the ending cash, so you just do the calculation. You probably don't know, like, you did it right or wrong. But if you follow the step, it should give you the same answer. You should be right. You should be okay. This is hard, right? The cash flow statement is always confusing because you have to change signs.
Yeah, I guess just remember, if you have an increase in.
But basically, the company is doing good or not doing well based on the cash flow statement. Operating cash flow is the most important. It has to be positive.
Yeah.
If the company
If you have
is
negative,
cash
yeah,
negative and the
that's not
company
good.
is really doing very poorly, it's in trouble. Investment is hard to say because the company could want to get some cash, liquidate some asset, or they could expanding, so purchasing more asset. From financing, it's also hard to tell the company is doing well or not. But as the company has cash, so it's always a good tool to deal with uncertainty, so it's always good. So the company, based on this information, the company is doing pretty good. The concern is why they take out so much of the money out of their return earning account and pay shareholders as dividend. That's something. It could be a private company and they just want to reward the shareholders or the owners. Anyhow. So this is so we have accounting has three parts: income statement, balance sheet, and the cash flow statement. for each company, so you can go to their website to find those reports.
Yeah. I think it was at 10K. You can find all that stuff on at
Yeah,
10K.
thank you. Thank you, Tristan. I'm pretty sure you have no problem.
Yeah, I hope not. Never say never. but-
So what time is it now? Can you also this is very hard for me to cross over now. Can you also I also posted on the class website I think racial analysis, but I'm not asking you to do the racial analysis. But I have Nike and GoPro. But you guys know since I've seen like the report you just showed me,
Yeah.
those ratios. So I have Nikes and GoPro. Can we just go through them and then have a brief discussion about which company is better based on the racial analysis? I have Nike on the left side and GoPro on the right side. You can go to fin301.com. I know you guys did the calculation all by hand, but if you go
Yeah.
to
Yeah, we did.
fin301.com, you can find all the ratios.
Oh, wow.
Like the company, for example, which company?
How do you
Let's
search?
see. Go to top. Go to the top under fin301. For example, type Nike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have to pick. Click on Nike again. Yeah. See, you see all these ratios are here. So this is Nike. So based on the ratios, any problems like you think Nike is having, anything in red, it means it's bad. Anything in green is good. In black, and that means it's normal.
I think that's
So
pretty.
PEG ratio is too high, PB is too high.
Quick ratio is above 1. Current
They just
ratio.
said, all these just said the price was set too high.
Mhm.
Nike's price was set too high. PEG ratio is PE over growth. And it either means the growth is too small, so PE is too high. It seems like the company's PE is too high. So Nike's, it's overpriced, I think, based on this. And their earning per share, see, it's expected to be negative.
Earnings per.
So it could have something to do with this, the trade war between China and US because Nike shoes are made mainly in China. And their ROA, ROE this year's are all positive
Yes.
and it looks good.
44.5.
See, all these ratios are here. So
It's
which
good.
one, like,
It's a good gross margin.
huh?
It's a good gross margin
Yeah, it just, but this is the current year's.
and profit
If you
margin.
look at next year's, it's not as good as, because their earnings expected not as good as, earning per share is negative this year, expected to be
Oh, okay. Oh, I know. So I guess this is next year, next quarter, next year.
this year.
This year, next year.
Next year, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what those meant.
This
No,
is
no.
earning per share, yeah.
So it's supposed to drop.
Okay,